The last few years have brought us all kinds of different staking platforms, which offer unique mechanics and benefits. However, Sphere Finance may just be the best one out there. Why? Stick around until the end of the video to find out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll discuss why Sphere Finance is one of the best staking platforms. But before that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell to stay notified. Let's head into it. Sphere Finance. What is it all about? One drawback with AMMs is that you must lock your tokens for an extended length of time, generally 4 years, in exchange for a very little payout to make up for the tokens you have escrowed in the first place. These protocols are inhabited with a large number of whales, venture capital funds, and protocols that require liquidity, all of whom take a significant portion of the cake, leaving just crumbs for the typical user of the protocols. Sphere Finance comes into play in this situation. Sphere Finance aspires to seize control of governance protocols in such a way that the average investor can take pleasure in the amazing world of governance without having to lock away their investments, which on their own cannot make a significant profit. Effectively gathering a community of investors with a common goal who band together and become one whale, thereby bringing DeFi back to the masses. Tokenized assets, primary governance tokens, are used to support an auto-rebasing token in Sphere Finance. These assets constantly grow in value, increasing the token's usefulness and its lifetime. We use Sphere as our primary token, which automatically stakes and provides a daily 1.91% yield just by keeping it in your wallet. With rebasing every 30 minutes, Sphere is a token that automatically stakes and yields a daily 1.91% yield just by having it in your wallet. They are funded by the taxation system that forces you to commit a portion of your investment into the treasury, which is used to fund liquidity and hedging, as well as to make investments. On purchasing and selling, the amount is set at 13% and 20% correspondingly, which will ensure long-term holdings, a consistent source of money for the protocol, and enough liquidity for our listed pairings on DEX's Sphere is a financial instrument that is extremely easy to understand to make use of it. All you have to do is purchase and keep the token. It automatically generates incentives into your wallet without requiring any further work on your part, ensuring that you receive all of the governance advantages without having to lock up any tokens in your wallet. In order to further promote this simple-to-use protocol, they intend to implement it on several chains, with the BEP20 chain serving as the first target. The Gravity Bridge service will be utilized in-house on the website, and only 3 clicks will be required to bridge your tokens to and from Polygon and BSC. You may only bridge the tokens in the form of Dyson tokens, which are a wrapped Sphere token that will be released in the near future. In the second iteration of the protocol, the Dyson token will be completely accessible through the decentralized app, as well as through other means. Some people may be put off by the fact that there are taxes, which would indicate a direct requirement for volume in trading. However, with the assistance of their partner, Tedu Finance, Sphere Finance has devised a novel method of increasing the yield of the liquidity pool in order to earn even more liquidity. By the way, did you know about Sphere Finance? Let us know in the comments section down below. The numbers. In Sphere Finance, stock taxes are levied at the rates of 13% and 20% on purchases and sales, respectively, with a 13% tax levied on token transfers. Taxes are separated into the following categories. Approximately 3 to 5% of total revenue will be allocated to the investment treasury, which will be used to acquire additional governance, invest in a variety of different cross-chain endeavors, fund OTC deals with projects to acquire large sums of appreciating assets at a discount to make high-risk Deegan plays. In the long term, all of the following will contribute to the funding of the protocol. A 5% margin on the LP is required to provide enough liquidity when purchasing or selling the stock. Sphere's risk-free value will range between 5 and 10%, and it will act as a buffer against market volatility, ensuring that the price of Sphere remains stable. This is a set-in-stone levy that everyone is required to pay at the time of staking their tokens. It is an innovative method of ensuring that there is a mechanism to fund rebases without issuing bonds, which would boost the circulating amount of money in circulation. The mechanism transforms Sphere into an appreciating asset whose long-term viability has been authorized and backed by the community, allowing dividends to continue to flow in an upward trend. While the taxes may appear high to the typical investor, they are not high enough to deter true whales from investing in our venture and attempting to manipulate the market, which takes us to the dynamic tax, which has been examined and authorized by the Spherian community. In the Sphere ecosystem, the dynamic tax is a word that refers to a mechanism that is in place to determine how much someone should be taxed depending on their contribution to the ecosystem. Most of the time in a regular auto-rebasing project, all investors, regardless of their price impact, pay the same tax, which creates the issue where a whale can afford to pay the taxes in exchange for massive volatility that shakes off ordinary holders, allowing for a purchase at a discount that is abused. An extra 5% of the sales tax is imposed for every percent of the LP that the holder owns in order to disincentivize players from engaging in price manipulation activities. Once the holder sells, they will be subject to a 70% tax on their transaction, with the proceeds going towards funding the blockchain technology and rewarding the stakeholder community. It also incentivizes stakeholders to take profits on a consistent basis in order to maintain a healthy ecosystem that benefits from the sheer volume of the token, while also ensuring that emissions flow properly. Because DeFi is for the people, Sphere seeks to defend the typical investors that make up the bulk of their community and the DeFi space, as well as the whole DeFi ecosystem. Also, make sure to write your thoughts on the project in the comment section. Is it worth it? Sphere Finance provides an egalitarian financial instrument that makes use of a variety of diverse sources of income to create revenue for a token that works as a share in its ever-increasing treasury, similar to an index fund, while also providing a return on investment. As a result, the cryptocurrency market is referred to as the S&P 500 of crypto. A direct percent of the treasury is held by each Sphere investor, and this works in your favor as well as the thousands of other investors who hold a direct percent of the treasury, allowing auto-compounding to take place in a way that retail just cannot. In order to accommodate the average investor into a world of finance that has been overshadowed by many figures who wish to malignly use their capital as exit liquidity, Sphere Finance has developed a number of innovative solutions, including funding incentive-based vaults in other protocols, handling OTC transactions, automating the relocking of yield-bearing assets to maximize profits, and simply providing a large volume of liquidity in an illiquid space. In a world where large amounts of liquidity simply provide better outcomes and are more likely to be seen and targeted by protocols, Sphere Finance intends to provide you, the typical investor, with the opportunity to share in that enjoyment, the pleasures of finance in a decentralized environment. However, Sphere Finance does not only provide financial services, they also provide Sphere games to customers. To summarize, Sphere Finance is a project that aspires to encourage other projects to collaborate in order to generate profits for its devoted stakeholders in a way that allows each investment to benefit equally from the earnings. It is a network of wallets that combine to form one huge society, whose primary fuel is earnings, which are maintained by a calculated, automated, and complicated algorithm that is self-sustaining in the long run. What do you think about Sphere Finance? Do you think it's the best staking platform out there? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you had fun watching it. Give us a like if you did and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the world of cryptocurrencies. Also, activate the bell to make sure you definitely won't miss any of our future videos. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next video.